Dominoes, Level 1. Housemates by Alison Watts. Read by Natasha Beaumont, Rupert Farley, Joe Hall, Kirsty Hamilton, Tom Lawrence, Roger May, Nigel Pilkington, and Mandy Weston. Published and copyright Oxford University Press, 2010. Chapter 1. The Beach Share House, 2013 Old South Head Road. I love playing with my dog, Jake, I thought. But now I'm going to study at the University of Sydney, and I'm going to live hours away from here in the big city. How am I going to live without Jake? I was in my room in the country town of Wagga Wagga, with my backpack on the bed in front of me. I slowly put my last shirt into my backpack, and then I was ready to leave for the train station. Just then, there was a phone call. Mum answered it.
Chris, it's Annie Marge on the phone.
She called. I didn't want to talk to Marge. Hello, Auntie, I said when I got to the phone.
Chrissy!
She cried. I don't like the name Chrissy. That's a girl's name. My name is Chris.
You're coming to Sydney, your mother says. You can come and live with me. I have 2 rooms, and I live near the university. What do you think?
Well, thanks, Auntie Marge, but I'm staying at a friend's house when I arrive, I said quickly. It wasn't true. Can I call you next week?
Of course. I'm very excited about your visit.
I wasn't excited. I wanted to meet girls and go drinking in Sydney. I didn't want to visit my auntie. At the train station, my mum cried when I said goodbye.
Bye, mate. Don't forget to go to Bondi Beach. The beautiful girls all go there.
My big brother Mike said. I said goodbye to them and to my dog Jake. Then I got on the train. I was ready for my new life in Sydney. Sydney was big. There were a lot more people there than in Wagga Wagga. I took a taxi to Bondi Beach. What a beautiful place. There were a lot of nice girls on the beach too. I wanted to live there. I soon found a backpackers by the beach for the night. The next morning, I began looking for my new home in Bondi. I bought a newspaper and looked at the ads, but the flats in Bondi were very expensive. I needed a share house. I soon found an interesting ad. It said, "Near the beach, 2 young guys with a share house are looking for a third guy. $120 a week. Call Josh on 9392 4979. I rang the number at once. "Hi, mate," I said. "I saw your ad in the newspaper. I'm looking for a share house. My name's Chris."
Hello, I'm Josh. Well, you can move in here with Addie and me at 2013 Old Southhead Road.
So I went to meet Josh and Addie. Their flat was really nice. They had a big television in the front room, and they were nice guys too. "I'm going to study at the university," I said. "Are you students?"
Nah, mate,
smiled Josh.
we work. Sometimes.
But not often.
Laughed Addie.
We like surfing, meeting girls and drinking with our friends.
Josh and Addie gave me the biggest room. From my window, I could see the beach. That night, Josh, Addie and I went out to a pub. I met lots of their friends and drank lots of beer. At the pub, Josh talked quietly with one of his friends, Rodney.
"Can you do some work for me later tonight?"
asked Rodney. "What are you two talking about?" I asked.
Oh, nothing, mate,
said Josh. We all had a good night, I think. Josh, Addie and I left the pub and went back to the share house very late. I went to bed at once, and I don't remember very much of the night because of all the beer. The next morning, I was in bed when I heard a noise at the front door. Someone knocked again and again, and two people called,
Hello there.
Open up.
The noise didn't stop, so I went to the front door and opened it. It was the police.
Are Joshua Warnick or Adrian Hughes here?
One of the police officers asked me. Yes, they are, I said. Come in. Josh and Addie came out and spoke to the police. I went quickly back to my room. I sat next to my door and listened.
Are you boys stealing things again?
One of the police officers asked.
Of course not,
Josh answered. Stealing, I thought. No, that can't be true. Josh and Addie are nice guys. But then I thought again. Wait a minute. At the pub, Rodney and Josh talked about doing some work later that night. Oh no! Josh and Addie aren't nice guys. They're stealing things from people's houses.
We'd like to look through your flat,
one of the police officers said.
Do you have a search warrant?
Josh asked.
Yes, we do.
The police officer said.
Wait here.
The police went into Josh's and Addie's rooms. Then one of the officers came into my room. He looked under the bed, here and there, and went out again. I went after him into the front room. What's happening? I asked. The police stood with bags in their hands. In the bags, there were expensive watches, mobile phones, and money. I looked at Josh and Addie.
Sorry, mate,
said Josh. Then he spoke to the police.
Chris is new in Sydney. He moved in with us yesterday,
he said.
He knows nothing about all this.
So the police took Josh and Addie away in the police car. And because I didn't have the money to live there alone, that was the end of the share house in Old South Head Road. Where could I live now?